Hey guys, what's going on? Sincere here with whoissincere.com and All Rights Matter TV. Listen, I want you to hear this from 2016, and this is, just as relevant today. Um, Chink is gonna completely, just kind of in the moment, off the cuff, get owned by Jesse Ventura. You gotta listen to this. And Jesse, of course, being the older, little bit wiser person, um, gave him, something to really think about. And I don't think that Chink was prepared, to have a response for this. So let's check it out. Let's make sure we have it turned up for you guys. There we go.
We've got two sides of this coin, right? We've got the corrupted, which is the politicians who've taken all this money to make sure they don't do anything that the corporations aren't happy with. Hillary Clinton is a decent example of that.
Yep.
And then we've got the corruptors, the people who are corrupting them in the first place. If you're corrupt, you got to get corrupted by something, right? Sure. And they're getting corrupted by all that money going into politics and sometimes their own pockets when they give the speeches on Wall Street, etc. And I think Donald Trump is a pretty good example of the corruptors. So he went and, whether it was Democrat in New York, Alan Hevesi, gave him $45,000, got like a giant tax break. I think it was around $150 million, right? I mean, that's a good deal, right? And so that's why they do it. And then he went and gave $25,000 to Pam Bondi down in Florida. All of a sudden, she stopped investigating Trump University. So my beef is with both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them. And you got to tackle both sides of that equation.
So let me ask then, why are you going to vote for one of them?
Gotcha, bitch.
Listen to Jerry Garcia of the Grateful Dead.
Mm-hmm.
He said if you're made to pick the lesser of two evils, it means you're still picking evil.
Yeah.
Why do people want to pick evil?
I
There are other
that.
candidates out there. And guess what? They can win. One of them sitting next to you.
So that it'll go well for Chink. So it didn't go well at all. Just gonna keep it real with you, and that's what a lot of people argue. What the hell are you doing? Why would you be going with Hillary Clinton? Like, it's a horrible decision. She's a warmonger. Just her policies, or lack of policies, and her past positions have been detrimental to the advancement of minority issues in America. So, you know, Jesse, of course, knows that Hillary Clinton is destructive and horrible. And of course, Chink just laid out the argument that Hillary is horrible, Donald is horrible. And yet, Jesse knows, Chink, you're still voting for her. Why are you still deciding to go with evil? And he was absolutely right. And Chink didn't have an answer right off the cuff. He really didn't. Now, he gave an answer, but he didn't have an answer right off the cuff. And, actually, he didn't give an answer. As this went on, they kind of went on to a different topic. He kind of squirmed out of it because Jesse went on talking about something else, so they kind of carried the topics in a different direction. But, yeah, that's the face right there. That's the straight up gotcha face. So I love it. At the end of the day, that might be the thumbnail. I don't know. We'll see. But I think that it's important to note that people were trying to talk Chink down from this cliff that he was on. There's a huge divide right now at TYT between Jimmy Dore and Cenk Uygur. The policies and the direction is obviously different. It's obviously different. It's out there in the open. There's dissatisfaction on both ends. And I think it's getting a little bit more under Jimmy's skin now. Because what TYT is doing is good. They do good work, but their inability to see the Russian situation for what it is, instead of just, going hardcore and getting people motivated behind the idea of focusing behind policy positions and spending, so much time on this Russia crap, it's that's not going to help anybody. It's not going to help anybody. It really isn't. And Jimmy is just like, stop doing that. Stop, fueling the new red scare. It's ridiculous. Why are you going with that narrative? Just like going with the narrative of voting for Hillary Clinton. Why are you going with the lesser of two evils narrative? You're a news show on the left. You're supposed to be better. And if you claim to know better, then why are you just saying, hey, I'm just gonna, you know, not have a revolution and go with the status quo. So at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I'm just keeping it real with you. Um, Jesse brought a piece of realness to the Young Turks that I don't think Chink will forget that interaction. I don't know if anybody else is. I haven't seen any videos out there on this. That's why I decided to key in on it so you can hear it. So you can hear it yourself. But I don't know, man. I don't know. TYT is definitely interesting to say the least. But I really can't watch all of the TYT shows. I can't do it. Um I really, I liked Jordan when he was there. And I like Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore is my favorite there. Um and that's pretty much where that stops at. So, I like real news. I like when people give you the real deal from both sides and they don't compromise. When I see compromise, um, it reminds me of our politicians and what they do to us. They compromise. They always come from a position of compromise, and that compromise has led us down a path where they don't even care about compromising in the open now. They were compromised behind closed doors, but now they just compromise in the open and they don't care anymore. They let you know that they're bought out and they're sold, and they don't care about your views and opinions. So when I see a news show espousing those ideas, and this is not a TYT hate video, it's nothing like that. But it's just to say that, certain people that are good people. Jesse Ventura is not a bad guy. He's a good person, but he was hitting Chink with, he hit him with a hard right. At the end of the day, he kind of blindsided him with it, but it was a wake up moment that Chink was supposed to have, and he didn't have it. He felt the blow, but he didn't wake up. So, you know, I don't know. And I don't think TYT is awakened as an online network, and I watch it often. Again, not necessarily the main show that much anymore, but I do participate in watching the Jimmy Dore show quite often. I moved to other alternatives now and stuff. So, oh, and there's that TYT Nation guy. I forget his name. I feel bad about that, but I like him too. He's pretty good. Um, so at the end of the day, everybody gets a wake up call. None of us are above a wake up call. And I think Jesse Ventura delivered his to Cenk Uygur, and I think it was epic. I think, he delivered it in only the way that Jesse could deliver it, just straight to the point, blunt, bold truth. So at the end of the day, that's all that we can do in this world, and hope that people are listening, or whether they want to accept advice or not. And if they don't, then that's up to them. So everybody is, entitled to their own opinions or beliefs, or their own way of how they want to do things. So, you know, with that being said, guys, I am out. You have heard what I wanted you to hear. I'm thirsty. I'm tired. And I'm going to go get some rest. So, yeah, like, share, subscribe, and stay alert, stay alive. I'll see you guys on the other side.